Last episode, I would say, was rather split. We saw some great play in our Serie A matches, but it was in the other leagues that we didn't do all too well. With the US national team, we split a game, or drew a game, and then very much lost a game against Belgium 3-1. Then in the Champions League, we essentially had what we do to other teams done to us. Against Liverpool, got destroyed 6-1. And we'll have a rematch against them today. But as things currently stand, as we take a look at the player stats, we are still atop the board in goals. 10 in 8 matches, look to continue that golden boot push. Joe did not have a great episode last time, so maybe he could bounce back a little bit, just help us up top. In terms of assists, Diaz still the leader guy there with 7 in 7. But we've climbed our way up to third, 3 in 8, which isn't too bad. The top 4 guys, though, including us, all on Udinese. As for the Champions League, we're not at the top of the goal scoring. We're actually down at 7, 3 in 3. But a lot of other guys besides Vinicius Jr., I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, from Real Madrid. He's scored 4 in 3 matches. Everyone else, though, has played either 3 or more. So not doing too awful there. Look to score more, and we're going to have to try to do that against Liverpool. And speaking of do that against who, take a look at what we're going to go through today. Definitely going to get through the Sassuolo and the Bergamo Serie A matches. Empoli, definitely going to get through that. We will get through the rematch against Liverpool, and potentially, depending on how long those games take, we'll get into the matchup against Salernitana back in Serie A. And I would imagine that in this about 2-week gap, we'll probably have some US national team call-ups happen. So that'll probably be next episode, as the following one after that will be a first matchup against Milan. Now, Milan is off to a pretty good start this season. They are the only team currently above us in Serie A. Both of us have played 8 games. They're at 22 points versus us at 20. They've only drawn 1 game, whereas we've drawn 2. Neither of us have dropped a game. We're looking to see that continue on as we jump into the first match against Sassuolo. And it looks like all sides full stamina as we'll continue our golden boot push. Now, while it does look a little bit drizzly out there, I don't think it's actually raining. Just a very much overcast match, which we don't see all too often. Normally, it's just rain or completely clear skies. Now, in this one, score at least 1 goal, trying to continue our golden boot push. It's a pretty good goal to go after. Now, it's been a slightly slow build-up, though, just getting into the 7th minute, as we do have a header opportunity, but we don't get much on it. Going to be an easy collection there for the keep. Now, it's been pretty quiet so far in this one as we go with a deep cross out to Joe, who heads it essentially back over to Sassuolo, and kind of in on a steal there. However, it still falls for the Sassuolo man, so not going to be a thank you very much. Yeah, just not much happening so far in this one. We played a little bit defensively for sure, but besides that, this has really been about it. We get to about the third of either side, and then someone makes the defensive play, or the keeper can have an easy save. Now, as we try to build here, Joe goes out to the side, back over to Joe with a one-time shot. There we go. Finally put things together. It took until about the 31st minute. Joe with a good pass there. Hopefully that'll get him going. As for us, though, let's take a re-look here at it. Just a nice pass to the outside Joe, and maybe wasn't my first touch, but at least second touch to that right-hand side of the keep. A little bit too far out, a little bit too powerful for him, and I'm not sure why he's sliding in like he's sliding into second. And thank you very much for that one. Get it over to Joe, who will carry out wide. We'll get it back in towards the middle. Look for not where I wanted that to go, but at least we'll get it towards the box, and Thaven with... No, not Thaven, actually. 31. Not even sure who that is. Probably because it wasn't a good shot. But we'll have the ball right back in the middle. Look for the pass forward, or end up dropping back to 4. Joe with a pass back to me. Shot to the right side of the keep, and is out. Now Sassuolo building a little something here, and it was close. But ends up going just a little bit wide. It was a decent attempt there, just not enough curve. Now as we start the second half here, we'll lay that one out for Vargas, who will get it back into us, get the pass into Wee Joe, who will take the shot, but it is pushed wide by the keep. And kind of a thank you. Honestly, kind of surprised there wasn't a whistle called on that one. It's all right. Sassuolo ends up getting the ball right back into the attack as they wrap over to the side. A nice boot there, but still falling to Sassuolo and then stolen. Behold, nice play. Let's try to get forward here. Pass up to Diaz now, who has a little bit of a lane, but has to drop it back. And we'll try to collect here. Wee Joe back to Diaz. Try to create some space here. A little bit too close, and will barely not get the ball. Now Sassuolo with a great opportunity, and once again the keeper barely getting that one around the woodwork. Just a great effort there from 10 to get that ball from our defender and put a decent shot in. Will be a corner for them as they will be taking this one short. Definitely a lot of our opponents like to take these short as they take it towards the top of the box. Look for the pass and they will get it through. Man on. You know, not a strong attempt at goal. Now with about 20 minutes. Wow. Okay, well, that's going to get Wee Joe back into it while I'm trying to learn how to do math. Wee Joe scoring a heck of a goal to widen our lead from 1-0 to 2-0. And kind of blocked that one, so I won't say it's a thank you because it wasn't really a steal, as that pass will do the broken FIFA thing where you call for the pass, you finally get the pass, and then it thinks that you were trying to pass the ball. Love it. As we're going to need to get in here defensively. We'll at least make him slow down for a split second. Behold with a nice bit of defense, and we can get the ball away. Well, that will be a rather quick first game with a 2-0 score line. We scored one fairly earlier on, then Wee Joe bouncing back pulls one up as well. Now as we quickly move on to the Bergamo matchup, looking for a little bit more action in this one, though it is in quick succession, only a couple days after the previous match, so need to control our stamina here, but we should be off to a pretty good start due to the fact that we have about double the points of Bergamo. And this one will be at home under the lights. I like playing at nighttime, typically get a better balance of light, because FIFA is kind of all over the place. It's also not going to be as yellow. Weird things that FIFA does with the graphics, but still fun game. And once again, why not go with a score 2 goals? Again, trying to climb up that board even further. And Wee Joe scoring at least one really didn't net us any sort of a extra lead in the Golden Boot race. Now as we get started here offensively, look to try to find a pass across, and we try to keep it down that time because we've tried crosses of recent and it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, not going to find our man, as Bergamo going to go right down the opposite side, cut back towards the middle a little bit earlier. Perhaps maybe we should have done that, as it is open for him right down the middle. We close in on it. Luckily, it's over the top of the goal. Now as we try to build a better look here offensively, Diaz was close. Both the strikers trying to score today from outside the box. But from this corner, can we get on it a little bit better than the last attempt we had? I don't even think that was a header. I think that was a shoulder attempt. Does get ricocheted back to a teammate who puts on a much better attempt at goal. Still saved, and Bergamo's away. And they'll work their way in for a corner. However, that one going to be pretty easily pushed back, but right back into the attack with a nice pass through, but the goalie with the stick-em on those gloves snags it. Now, I will say so far in this one, Bergamo has been pretty sound defensively, but we find an opening here with Diaz. However, the pass is well behind me. I wasn't able to get to it. Ended up taking out a defenseman in the process, but not what we were looking for there on that build-up. Really would have liked more, as we can't steal that one either. Just about a step off as we are, I wouldn't say struggling in this one, but Bergamo definitely playing one of their better matches against us. Work a lovely opening and will find the go-ahead score in the 27th minute. That was a beautiful setup. Bergamo trying to open up another one, and they probably should have laid that one on. Instead, they go with a shot on goal, and it's going to be saved. Defensively, we haven't been as sound today as, what are you doing there, Wee Joe? Definitely not helping us out in this one either to really start. He had the 1 goal last game, or the first game that we watched, but in the parts I cut out, he really wasn't playing very well. As we'll get a hold of this one, try to get the pass back in, won't really work. We'll get the ball, try to get to that near post, and it's saved. Probably should have went to the opposite side. I do that too often, though. I feel like the goalie's going to recognize that and favor that side. Instead, he favored, well, the side he should have. And after an early yellow card, we'll have a free kick. However, that one, it's just, I don't understand these free kicks. I don't. Because I'll put a little bit less and it goes well short. Put the same amount on, it'll go over the top. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Trying my best as I don't get the steal there. Could have also just as well been a possible red card if I took the guy out, as Diaz struggling to get the ball and won't get the ball, but does give me a thank you. As we get the pass over to Wee Joe. Wee Joe can lay it on here for us. This is the shot we need and the shot we will get. We'll level this one up 1-1 in the 51st minute. Bergamo had a nice worked play earlier on. This one not as nice, but it ends in the same thing, a goal. Now laid on for us once again. Nice little fancy move there. Diaz, get out the way. We want the brace and the go-ahead score after just about 8 minutes since the last one. I like that setup a little bit more. I'll watch the replay here. For some reason, Wee Joe loves to go to the outside. Diaz drops it back for us, and we shake and bake the defender and just rocket it across goal. Diaz kind of in the way a little bit, but luckily it doesn't hit him because that would have been quite funny. Now we have a go-ahead here. Diaz will rocket it into that top left corner, and we went from being down 1-0 to now up 3-0 in about a span of 10 minutes. Now can we get a possible cross in, and it falls down to us. We do get a boot on it, but a great save from the keep. Right back into it, look for a cross to the backside, just not enough air under it. Trying to keep the pressure up here, but Bergamo will finally clear it, and they will go ahead and get away with it. Now Bergamo putting together some decent pressure here. They just can't quite find that last pass through. That was their best look, and that was about as good as an effort as they're going to put in for it. We'll at least manage to get a corner off of it, which they will take. Going to be cleared by Rodriguez, falling back for another Bergamo man as they wrap to the opposite side, try to get around, and they will, and almost, but not quite close enough. We'll take this corner short, at least that's the way they line up, and it is what they do. As they carry towards the top with a really nice closer cross in for the header. We'll narrow this one up 3-2. Ouchie! Is that going to be a red? I mean, guy came in from behind. Are we going to get anything here? Ref's coming in, and it will be a red late, or it's actually a second yellow for him. Either way, he's off the pitch. Now from way back here, do we take the shot in on goal? Probably shouldn't, but I really want to try it. From way back, boot. Not enough power on it. All right, see, that's exactly what I mean. Like, that was where we had the free kick earlier. It went well to the keep. That time with about the same amount of power. Not even close. So, no idea. But it is what it is. As we get by one defender, not by the second defender. Try to get fancy with it. Didn't work out, and hopefully it's not going to cost us, as we only have a 1-goal advantage now, as they're blitzing down the side with a flick in, and nice job, Bijol. Now let's just try to collect this thing, get it up a little bit further. Wee Joe back in towards the middle to Diaz. Diaz across to Rodriguez, who gets taken out, but they say it was a good, safe play. I don't know about safe, but at least kind of clean. Either way, they have another opportunity to find a really big goal, and it just falls straight to our keep. Will be a 3-2 win. Not as in hand as I was hoping for and expected, but I'll take the 3 points. And once again, a quick turnaround, just 2 days in between each of these matches. And we have a really big one against Liverpool coming up. Luckily for us, though, Empoli also struggling with their stamina, so let's hope it affects both teams equally. And I was beginning to wonder how long it was going to take for some rain. Well, we have it against Empoli. Hopefully, we'll just smooth sail right on in. As do we have another opportunity for some more goals here? Assist on goals. Interceptions in opponent half. You know what? Why not? We'll try. We'll try to get 6 interceptions in the opponent's half. Definitely want to continue trying to score some goals. As we haven't, really put on a showcase, I would say, this episode. Just 1 goal in the first, 2 in the second. But nothing too splashy, really. Now Empoli will have an early corner here as they will take it short. Seems like that's what they really love to do, as that header falls straight for a man and will clear it a little bit. Ball still popping up. We at least get it out of the box. But it will fall for an Empoli man up top. One of their defensemen gets it right back into the box, or close to it, as we'll get a hold of this one and try to get ahead with a quick rush the opposite way. Luckily, that's going to find Rodriguez, and still going to get forward to Diaz. Will get forward to me. Can we find the gap between the guys? No, we can't. The ball does, but we do not. Now Empoli going out wide once again, working the ball into the box. With a late cross, goalie will come out and collect. Now as we try to find the through pass up, and Joe's offside yet again. Now Diaz lays it on out wide. We'll drop back here if he needs to go to us, but instead Diaz in the middle. And there we go, finally working some openings. We'll get the goal in the 27th minute. Diaz snagging another. Now let's see if we can lay this one up for Diaz, who can't quite control it, but will get it at least. Probably should have went with that quick pass, but he'll at least control it for a little bit. Joe with the back heel shot across, and a heck of a save from the goalie. Thought we had a clear open shot there, but goalie came diving in. We'll take the corner, as does not go all too well, but will fall to Diaz. Get back in towards the middle. Diaz carries it out wide, flicks it into the middle, and Behold gets on the end of it. It's still going to be a pretty easy save. Now let's work this one out wide ourselves. Defender coming in. Let's collect or pass it back to the defender. Okay, not really what we were looking for. 26 will get on the end of it, though, so it all ends up working out for us. Shot all the way across. How about we go too far to the right? Yeah, blame the neck or something. Now Empoli will level it in the 51st minute. Just opened up for him. Bad tracking from one of our center backs and left a man wide open. We'll watch the replay here. Guy just finds the wide open space and expected 23 to do a little bit more there. And we steal the ball, try to get the shot across, and how about we go ahead and retake that lead rather quickly. It was a bad pass from the Empoli defender. We took advantage of it, and very much did take advantage of it with a sweeping goal across. We'll take a second look at it. Yeah, I guess wasn't necessarily a bad pass from the Empoli man, just didn't quite collect the ball well, and yeah, rocket that across. We'll go ahead and retake our lead. Now Joe has an opening here as he drives it in, freezes the goalie, and very similarly to last match, we were down 1-0 and, well, actually, technically it was 1-1. Either way, starting to pull away. Now it's Diaz who gets the pass in towards the middle. Still going to fall for Diaz. Still might fall for Diaz. Although Empoli kind of clears. 23. All right, thank you for collecting. Now let's try to set something up here as we sit in towards the middle. Man coming on. Just wing this one to the outside. Get it out to Vargas. Vargas, what are you going to do? You're going to sit outside? You want to pass back into us? Yes, we're going to pass in towards the middle. A pass once again. Ricochet. And Joe not quite with the angle needed, but a decent attempt. Now Empoli with a man wide open down the side. Gets the cross in to the clear opposite side. They just have to play a little bit of some defense, and our goalie will collect. Once again, Empoli working the ball down the side with a cross in, this time low. And we'll get deflected, but into the goal. I'm not sure if that was an own goal or not. We'll see what they credit it as. Also, watch the replay here. Kept it down. They take a shot, and no, it wasn't even deflected, just over the top of the keep. Oh, we've given up chances in this one. Drop it back for us, and oh, that one was close. Needed a little bit of air under it. Well, we've definitely given up some chances, given them some chances. It shouldn't be a 3-2 match, but that's what it is, and not going to get that header, but will fall to Diaz, who will cross it to the opposite side. Try to find some space in the middle. Diaz with a shot, going to be easily collected from the keep. Now we're in stoppage time here, and Poli trying to find an equalizer for any amount of points. They're building a little something here. I don't like it, but great job from 24 to come in, cut it out, and secure our 3 points. Now from here, we're supposed to be heading into a really big matchup against Liverpool, and we haven't been putting together our best form, either offensively or defensively. Gonna need to turn that around rather quickly. But now's time for the big matchup of the episode against Liverpool. They really took it to us last time. I would love to get a lot of revenge. We have a -1 goal differential in the Champions League. Liverpool has a +9 plus 3 points advantage on us, so we have to score a lot and make sure we go away with all 3 points. And of course, it's going to be in the rain, so we're going to feel at home here as we really have to bring a lot of offense. We're going to need our defense to lock things down as well. So if we have anything here for dribble success rate or pass success rate, we'll go with the dribble, but we need to be putting the ball in the back of the net as often as we can. Look for the through pass in, and we just can't get the ball settled to get a shot in. Was wanting that a little bit closer to the keep, but I get why it wasn't. But a missed opportunity, I feel like. As they go with the deep cross, we'll just find our keep. So at least both crosses haven't been all too good for either side. As we look for the through pass up, Rodriguez will pass it over to Joe. Laid across, takes the shot, and it curves into that bottom corner. Heck of a shot there for number 26, Thalvin. Eventually I'm going to learn his name. Now Liverpool with the ball down the side will keep it in the field of play and actually make it a pretty decent little attempt, as we will get in on that one, but not enough to get the ball away, and then we'll barely get it up to our teammate. All right, we're doing a little bit defensively here. Now we just need to do some more offensively. And thank you once again. How did I not get that pass out? Got the steal, but then don't get to reap the rewards. Kind of sucks. Luckily, Behold there to get the block, but we don't keep the ball long. This is what was happening in the previous match, where all the loose balls went Liverpool's way. Luckily, we're able to at least get on one there. Not Diaz, that was Joe gets the ball to us. Yeah, how about we wrap there, bud? And stolen instead. Cool. Now it's opening up once again as Four takes the shot. Is going to get pushed to that right-hand side, at least the goalie's right. We'll get a corner out of it. Nice little look there from Joe. He's getting his passing back in order. And it might just open up here for us as we beat everyone. Look for the chip over the keep. Well, every time I try to get fancy, it doesn't work out well for us. Should have driven that one low. We'll have another opportunity, perhaps. Just have to stay on side. As Diaz, back to Joe. Joe, Rodriguez. We try to spin the man, have a little bit of some space, but not enough to actually get that ball around. I don't know how, and how do we not get at least a toe on that pass? We've been close time and time again. We're just not quite getting the job done. Our team though, wow. Since apparently I really wanted to say that, they had a really good first half. Gonna need to see that continue on. As for our offense, since we're starting on offense, we'll say that, the team did decently well. Passing was fairly good, just when it got down to the box or when things got tight. Just not great. Loose touches and just not putting the ball in the back of the net when we have chances. And that's not something I feel like we could really afford not to do much. And yeah, that definitely could have been a whistle, but it wasn't. They let the play continue. They'll end up keeping the ball anyway. Liverpool will then not lose it. Ricochets off a foot poorly, and we'll actually have an opportunity here. If we could get a quick counterattack, get the pass forward, have the guy beat, Let's get a shot across and not gonna chip it this time. Let's widen that lead 2-0 in the 52nd minute. We'll say it was a much better pass. Well, that's why it was Diaz who had the pass forward. Was timely too. That's the problem we've been having with Wee Joe, but Diaz does well. From the striker spot, he's actually been doing a lot more assisting. Now, can we find another quick one here? Okay. Number 5 for them has been really good back there. I've tried to run by him. I've tried to run around him, try to juke through him, and he's just been solid. Now, Liverpool trying to find one back here. Heck of a shot to that top corner, where it's now a 2-1 match. Now Liverpool quickly trying to find another with a corner attempt. They will take it, and a shot in and barely pushed wide by the keep. Need to do a much better job from these defensive corners, as they do actually take this one. Instead of going short, it's just going to be a third one. Lining up to possibly go short. That's what they did last time, and they will actually go short this time. Doing every different way possible, as we will end up stealing that one from 5. That feels rather nice. Let's get this one up to Diaz. Let our guys move forward. And 31 has it. Could he lay it across? No, he went for a lofted pass. I was trying to find a more driven pass. So we set at the top of the box here. Rodriguez into us. We make the guy miss. Have an opportunity here. Wee Joe didn't want to take it, and he'll end up kind of getting sandwiched and will lose the ball. Now Liverpool once again working things open. They take the shot, and the keep is needed. Once again, they're trying to find the leveler here. They've been turning it up a notch, not 2 or 3. Another corner. They will drive it in, and header again. Just about in, but the goalie keeping us in this one, or keeping us above in this one. As it's coming in closer to me, my guy's just not jumping for these. I don't know why. I would love to find at least one more goal in this one to make things a little bit more comfortable, but right now it's been Liverpool or really nothing. But we do have an opportunity here, as you could carry this one up down the wing. Do we have anyone coming in besides the defender? Just the defender? Let's drop this one over to our teammate, who'll get it back into the box. Rodriguez, who lays it on for Wee Joe, and we almost find the goal we were looking for instead. Looks like it'll be a corner. Or apparently not a corner. Apparently somehow that was out on one of our guys. Don't agree. But Liverpool, with another opportunity, they have about 7 minutes here to find an equalizer, as they will go with a rather weak shot. Now Liverpool back in the box, as we're trying to box out this defender, but he keeps having opportunities. And the ball, like a magnet, finds its way to the back of the net. Not even back of the net, just barely crossing the line. And we have a level game here. And that one's actually going to be credited as an own goal. Unfortunately, number 31 ricocheted off, I think, his knee or something. Really unfortunate. Well, now we have about a minute, 2, max 3 to try to find a goal here. Or a pass through. We get to the outside here. We have a shot. How is that not a penalty? I get taken out in the box. Nothing? Well, now Liverpool can find the winner. That's all we have time for, as that one goes out. So maybe one last chance, and it's a bad pass for us. Back into the middle for Liverpool, who's looking for limbs. And they find it. They find it. Thanks, ref. Could have blown the whistle. Either back in their box or before they had the shot. But instead, Liverpool, with the last kick of the game, just rocketed it by our keep. Couldn't ask more for him. He kept us in this for far longer than he should have. Just unfortunately, will be a second loss to Liverpool. Not sure exactly what that means in terms of Champions League play. We should be finishing second in the group, but I don't know if you have to win the group to move forward. New to this, called Noob to Pro for a reason, but that one's disappointing. And on that sad note is where we're going to leave this one off. Once again, Serie A play, solid. We got all of our points. Champions League, the team just not quite getting it done. We're still in second in Serie A, 2 more points once again behind Milan. But in Champions League, we do still finish, or we're still in second. I believe we still have a few more games to try to climb back up. But Liverpool now doubling our points as well as Red Bull Salzburg, who we did beat earlier on, which is why I believe we are above them in the current tables. So need to definitely get some more wins in Champions League if we want that to go anywhere. Liverpool has just had our number. As for the goals department in Serie A, we did widen our lead a little bit. Joe did have, I think, 2 goals in today's matches, but we have still a 5-point advantage there. But Diaz did climb up into 3, so the top 3 goal scorers, all teammates, including myself. As for assists, I think we dropped a little bit. We're down at 7, but Diaz and Joe still up top. And in the Champions League, still at 5. Maybe we climbed up a little bit, but we're at 5. 4 goals in 4 matches, only really scoring 1 there. But it's actually Sporting CP who is the best goal scorer, 8 in 4 matches. I don't even see anyone from Liverpool really very high up. Their best guy is down at 15. So, and when we look at the assists, their best guy at 8. So they're really just finding the wide open single shots, really. Just carrying it and finding it. Is what it is. We'll try to get some more revenge on Liverpool at a later point, but next episode should look like this. Salernitana, then we go with the U.S. national team to play against France in a friendly and against Ukraine in a friendly, then returning back to Serie A for Monza, and then into Champions League where we need to find a dominant win against Red Bull Salzburg. That'll be 5 matches if those go quickly. Maybe we'll get into the month of September. We do have another matchup against Leverkusen. We've beaten both of Leverkusen and Red Bull Salzburg, so that part we're doing well. Although we might wait and just do those 5 because I think it would be fun to start a match or an episode against Milan, as they are one of our rivals and currently the only team above us in Serie A. So that is where we're going to leave it to make sure you don't miss out on seeing if we can do anything better in Champions League, how we do in the international window when we go play against France and Ukraine. Make sure you guys subscribe, bear icon on the bottom right, or scroll down and hit the actual subscription button next to the bell icon, which you should also hit so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series is going to be posted every Tuesday and Friday, those 2 days set aside for FIFA. And then Monday and Thursday on Madden 23, we have the Commanders Replacement Squad series, and then Wednesdays and Saturdays, the state-only challenge, again, Madden 23, currently doing Louisiana. So until next time, where we try to put Liverpool behind us and start playing a little bit more dominantly, because today was definitely not dominant. A lot of close, drama-filled matches. So if you like those, this was a good episode for you. But until next time, where we look to score more goals, win more handedly, we'll see you guys then. Bye.